Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the LSU versus Kansas State college basketball matchup on Saturday, December 9th, 2023. Of course, we do tons of free picks at Pickdawgz, but the ones that we like the best are the picks that we put under the Premium Picks tab. So check those out and use the discount code PICK to get 15% off. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, just text the number that you see on the screen. They're not available on the website, so you got to text that number. But let's get to this one. LSU taking on Kansas State. LSU comes into this one 4-3 on the season, just 1-3 against the number at home, despite a 3-1 straight up record, while Kansas State hasn't played a true road game this season, but 7-2 overall this season, but 4-5 against the number. Both these teams are certainly battle-tested coming in, and I think that's the beauty of college basketball, and you see a matchup like this, and, certainly not the elite of elite teams in the nation, but teams that, certainly have a lot of good players and chances to make the NCAA tournament if they play hard, and I think that, these are the type of games which could end up separating them when all is said and done. When we look at Kansas State, certainly haven't shied away during the scheduling. They played Providence and Miami in tournament action, and then played Villanova at home last time out, winning 72-71. The game went to overtime. They had it, they had the game won, let Villanova reel themselves back in, but ended up winning that game in OT anyway. A nice win for the Cats in that matchup. And like I said, scheduling out of conference, they opened against USC. Did not come out all that hot in that game, and it almost looked like Kansas State wasn't going to be very good this season, but we've seen, them turn around that in a hurry. When we look at LSU, I got to say, I just don't think this might not be their year. It just seems for me when LSU is good, they're really good, and when they're not good, well, they're really not good, and I think this might be one of those years where they're not very good. The losses to Dayton and getting pounded by Syracuse at the Dome in a game that they looked competitive in the first half. They got absolutely blown out and destroyed in the second half, losing that game 80-57. Not a very good sign. And I got to say, with the SEC coming up really tough this season, it's going to be probably a long year for LSU because, even though they have some wins, you're not exactly going to see a lot of Mississippi Valley states out there and southeastern Louisiana's, which they didn't even cover the spread against when it comes to games in the SEC. Kansas State, shooting the three pretty decently, but really it's about LSU, who doesn't defend the three at all. LSU defends the floor generally pretty well, but when it comes to those long-range shots, they don't exactly get it done. Kansas State, not great at defense either, and certainly not world beaters when it comes to defending the three, but LSU, not a very good three-point shooting team, so shouldn't really hurt Kansas State all that much. I think this is just one of those games that figures to be somewhat of a tighter one, but at the same time, I just think Kansas State is the better team, and I think with this light number, I'm going to take Kansas State, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.